Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Destined for Beauty. I'm coming to you with my first collab video. I teamed up with Tiffany Ryerson. She's a fellow beauty blogger here on YouTube. I'm going to link her information in the description bar below, so please go and subscribe, like, and comment on her channel, on our video. We collabed on this cut crease look. She's going to do the softer cut crease while I did this more dramatic, colorful, glittery cut crease. So if you want to see how I got this look, please continue to watch.
Alright guys, so we're going to start out by setting our lid with some translucent powder. I already just kind of primed my lid with the concealer, so I just want to make sure that that stays in place because this look is going to be very dramatic, so we don't need anything creasing or moving around throughout the day. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that these colors pop. We need to go ahead and apply this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to our lids. So you want to go ahead and just kind of smooth that around just on the lid area. You don't really want to take it up into the crease. Just keep it right on your eyelid area because we're going to blend this upward. So just grabbing any clean, fluffy blending brush. I just like to pack it in the middle of the lid, and then on the outer edges where it's a little more harsh, I like to do circular motions to blend that outward. Then we're gonna go ahead and start our transition shade. I'm using this light mauve tone to go ahead and do for the transition. So we're just gonna put this above the crease area, blend it in nicely so that it has a nice fade and gradient effect to our eye look. Next, we're gonna take this neon pink shade. By the way, the colors that I'm using are all from my BH Cosmetics palette. So we're gonna go ahead and use this nice neon shade right under the transition shade. Again, we're going for the gradient effect, so make sure that you're blending, blending, blending. Don't run it up into the transition, just do it right underneath. Next, I'm going in with a little bit smaller blending brush with a hot pink shade, and we're going to go with this one right in the crease, and you want to try to kind of hold your brush and tilt it upward so that it does most of the blending for you to blend that hot pink shade into the neon pink. Once we have that blended, I'm going to go in with this more fluffy tapered brush and with a dark purple shade and just go right into the crease. Don't blend it out too much, just kind of keep it centered right in the crease. This is just to add a little more depth to the look. Now for the fun stuff, we're gonna go ahead and cut this crease. So you want to use a good amount of concealer. I like to just divvy some out on the back of my hand, and then from there with my flat brush just kind of dab it in. And what I do first is I go right along my natural crease, and then I gradually move it upward just so that I can make sure that it doesn't get too out of hand too fast, because you don't want to have to go through the whole drawing it on then covering it up again. You don't want to go through that whole process. So just gradually move it up. Be careful, take your time. Cut creases are something that you have to master. It's not the easiest thing to start off with, so just take your time and play around with it, and it'll come out the way that you intend for it to. So right now I'm just, steady moving it upward, blending in that concealer until I get the desired shape. So there we go, got my shape going on. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the glitter primer. So I'm just gonna apply this with a little doe foot applicator that comes in the tube just directly onto the concealer. Just smoothing that around. This is gonna help the glitter adhere to our eye and stay in place the entire time. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start to pack on that glitter. Now with this glitter, I had a little bit of problems with it as far as for it not really moving around the way that I wanted it to, but I just took my time with it and slowly packed it in the places where it needed to be until it was to the desired consistency that I wanted it to be, and just making sure that there were no creases in it whatsoever. But just, take your time, make sure that you're, getting it in the right places. It did have a little bit of fallout, but it wasn't too bad. It was easy enough for me to just wipe away with a makeup wipe. This is why I didn't do my concealer and foundation and everything first, because I knew that there would be some fallout. So that's just a little tip for you. If you're doing any kind of glitter look, make sure that you do your foundation afterwards so that you can wipe away the foundation and the glitter easily. So lastly, we're gonna go ahead and highlight our brow bone here. I'm just using this nice pink shimmery shade. We're gonna pop that right under the brow and blend it into the transition shade. We're gonna do that on both sides. Perfect. Now lastly, we're gonna go ahead and just pop a little bit of liner onto our lash line. I didn't want to do like too crazy of a wing or anything because the look is already super dramatic. And if you're a beginner, I want to make sure that it's, you know, beginner friendly as well, even though the colors are so vibrant. If you haven't mastered a wing yet, no problem, you can still do this look. So next we're gonna just go ahead and pop our lashes on, and voila. There you have it, this nice teal, pink, purple, cut crease, smoky glitter eye, all of that into one. Shabam, there you go. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you go ahead and click that subscribe button if you like what you see. Please share this video, leave a comment for me of any other content that you want to see, and just remember that everyone is destined for beauty.